What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Zero the Guide, and I'm coming at y'all with another reaction video. Today, reacting to the harsh truth about Caitlin Clark, by my boy Jimmy High Roller. Jimmy High Roller, and Jimmy High Roller be making amazing videos. He get like all the evidence, all the facts, all the stuff you need for the video, like all the hot takes. All he be doing all types of stuff, man. So make sure you go check out his channel, and let's get right into the reaction, baby.
Athletes are good. Some athletes are great. But very rarely does an athlete make such an impact that they begin to transcend their sport. You know, those times where an athlete is creating so much buzz that people who don't even follow the sport know their name. These athletes hardly ever come around, but when they do, you know something special is going on. Growing up, I used to skate, so of course I know who Tony Hawk is. But
my glorious king, Tony Hawk. I probably can't skate better than a fucking 1-year-old child. I get on the skateboard, I fall immediately. But when I see my glorious king Tony Hawk go in the sky, man, I was like, oh my lord, he gotta be up there with Jesus. Bro, I was like, man, what the heck, man?
my mom also knows who Tony Hawk is. In a sport that tends to only retain the most die-hard fans, Usain Bolt was so incredible that he became a household name. And it also helped that his name sounds like he was destined to be the fastest man of all time. Ask the average person.
Bro, ain't that the biggest coincidence ever? The fastest man ever, name is Bolt. His name is Usain Bolt. That is fire. That's just like the most coincidental thing ever. He was destined at a young age to be fast.
Person to name any golfer, and they'll instantly say Tiger Woods, followed by no one else. There are very few athletes that reach this level of popularity, where they almost single-handedly lift their sport to new heights. And right now, women's basketball is home to an athlete that may just be next in line to be one of these transcendent athletes. Caitlin Clark has only...
We all been saying glorious king. Is Caitlin Clark our glorious queen?
Been in the WNBA for one season, and she is already the face of the league, drawing in more fans, viewers, money than ever before. But it hasn't come without harsh criticism, some of it targeted at the disproportionate admiration and attention being given to just one player, and some of this criticism claiming she simply isn't nearly as dominant as we are led to believe, a product of the sports media machine pushing their golden child. Is Caitlin Clark really as good as advertised, or have her talents been overblown for the sake of the W?
She's a rookie. We ain't saying she's the best player in the league right now, but bro, we want her to be like LeBron. Like LeBron, when LeBron came in, he wasn't the best player in the league. We just saying she's destined to be the best player in the league.
WNBA and the future of women's basketball.
And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport.
Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings. Action and use your tool. And if sports betting is not...
DraftKings, can you spot? No, they can't. Too young.
Not yet available.
Too young. I got 2 guns. I'm finna blow your brain like a
That's promo. On April 7th of this year, the women of the NCAA Basketball Championship accomplished something completely unprecedented. Throughout the game, they drew in nearly 19 million.
They know what they were doing with that camera, man. They need to stop that.
In viewers, a number that shattered every NCAA women's record, exceeded the viewership of any men's tournament game over the last half-decade, and even surpassed every single NBA Finals game since 2018. The game was a groundbreaking spectacle, with people who had never even tuned into a single basketball game in their life turning on the TVs to see who would be crowned champions. The majority of this flocking attributed to one player, Caitlin Clark. Her unbelievable range and record-breaking performances proving to be must-watch TV. The true testament of
she gotta be the Steph Curry of the WNBA, bro. Like, 'cause the way she shoot, oh my lord, it just like butter, bro.
her greatness and impact, all of the doubt and borderline detest that quickly followed her ascent. Some fans and players, both past and present, questioning if her talents would translate to the next level and if the horde of fans she inspired would follow. They did. Her WNBA debut attracted the most viewers of any WNBA game in the history of ESPN. Indiana's home game attendance jumped from an average of 4,000 fans last season to an average of over 17,000 fans this season, a more than 400% increase in just a single year. Transactions in the Fever's team store jumped over 700%, and WNBA viewership has skyrocketed to levels that even Clark's biggest advocates could not foresee.
Caitlin Clark might be Michael Jordan. That's a crazy thing to say. Oh, that's crazy, bro. What the freak? What the freak? Look at these stats. That's crazy, bro. This is amazing, bro. My bad, I'm just gonna watch the video.
That even Clark's biggest advocates could not foresee. Game 4 of last year's WNBA Finals drew in more viewers than any WNBA game over the last 2 decades, with 728,000 fans tuning in for the game, living up to the hype as one of the most anticipated games in the history of the league. This season, there were 22 regular season games that eclipsed that mark, 21 of them drawing in over 1 million viewers.
And it's all her, bro. And she's carrying the viewership of the WNBA. Wait, let me see.
Even crazier?
I can't, bro. Okay. Fever. They all are the Fever, except for this one, and I think this one. What the heck? Like, that's crazy.
18 of those 22 games featured Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. But the most revealing evidence of the now dubbed Caitlin Clark effect is the fact that WNBA viewership has nearly caught up with NBA viewership in 2024. On ESPN, NBA games averaged 1.56 million viewers this past season. WNBA games averaged 1.2 million viewers, a number that was inconceivable just a couple years ago. But Caitlin Clark's soaring popularity has been a point of contention for many fans of the WNBA, frustrated that in a league that is bursting with talent right now, it's all just being overlooked for the poster child of women's basketball. Do Caitlin's abilities actually warrant the hype? In just her rookie season, Caitlin broke over a dozen league and franchise records, including the WNBA's single-season assist record. She set the record for the most assists in a single game. She received the most All-Star votes of any player in WNBA history.
Wait, we not even...
Set a new league record for double-doubles by a guard in a single season, scored the most points of any rookie in league history, and became the first rookie in WNBA history to put up a triple-double. Just this past...
Dang, she the fastest player in the world, ain't she? Golly, fastest. That's all I see. What the freak, bro? Like, and they saying she not living up to the hype, bro? She breaking all these records, bro. This is crazy, bro. Like, bro, this is amazing, bro. My glorious king out there hooping.
This week.
Glorious queen.
It was announced that Caitlin made first-team All-WNBA, which makes her the first rookie to make first-team All-League since Candace Parker did it 16.
My original glorious queen. Candace Parker was my GOAT. But the WNBA, she was my GOAT.
years ago. Turns out those awe-inspiring performances from her days in college did in fact translate to the pros. Because even against the best defense in the world, she is pretty much an offensive cheat code. Throughout her rookie season, with points and assists, Clark generated 45.2% of all points produced by the Indiana Fever. For perspective, she has a larger offensive load than every single player in the NBA last season outside of Luka Doncic. And she's a rookie. But to really understand Caitlin's
At first, I was about to say, okay, I don't know what that means, the 45%. But then I just seen she more offensive load or whatever he said. Did everybody except for Luka? I'm like, what the Frank?
unparalleled offensive prowess. Here are the 200 most productive offensive seasons in WNBA history on a scale of points generated per game. And among these seasons, you'll find the greatest players in the league's history. Lisa Leslie, Tamika Catchings, Cheryl Swoops, Candace Parker, and Angel McCoughtry have tons of seasons littered throughout this chart. Climb towards the top and you'll find seasons from Asia Wilson and Cynthia Cooper. But with 4 of the
Asia, oh my God, Asia can hoop, boy. Asia be hooping. Like unanimous MVP? Is she Curry? Like, bro.
The top 10 most
get unanimous MVP.
Productive offensive seasons in WNBA history is Diana Taurasi, her 2006 campaign being the best of them all, producing 33.9 points per game. And then there's Caitlin Clark, who is already the most potent offensive player in the history of the WNBA in her rookie season.
I ain't gonna lie. At first, I'm like, why they hating on Candace? I said Candace. Why they hating on Caitlin Clark? Yeah, I'll be hating too. God dang, yeah, I ain't hoop that good in my career. Why you hooping this good? I don't care about the fame. You got that. That's you. But dang, how you get all this skill? Well, I couldn't hoop like that. Word it. But I say word is ball, bro. Stacks. I've been watching too much Stacks. But still, I'd be hating too, bro. Oh, God dang, boy.
Women's hoops has never seen a player like this. And as absurd as her numbers are, how she puts up these numbers is just as incredible. Here are the players who attempt the longest three-pointers on average in the NBA last season, with Trae
Curry finna be number 1.
Young leading the league with the deepest three-point attempts with an
Never mind. Trae Young do be pulling up from dang that half court for no reason.
average distance of 27.94 feet, and Damian Lillard and Stephen Curry just a shade closer. Despite it still being worth the same amount of points, the longest shooters in the NBA are stepping 4 feet outside the three-point line on their attempts. But even amongst the deepest shooters in the world, Caitlin Clark is on her own island, because throughout the 2024 regular season, her average three-point distance was 28.1 feet, which is not only further than any player in the NBA and in the WNBA, it is a whopping 6 feet out from the WNBA three-point line. Has Caitlin Clark been worth all the attention and hype that has engulfed her over the last 2 years? Yeah, I'd say so. She didn't just have a successful rookie season. She had one of the best rookie seasons in recent basketball history. And this isn't just to her benefit, but the benefit of the entire WNBA. Because the seismic boost in the WNBA's popularity this season is not limited to those turning on the games to see what she'll do next. It can also be found in the fans actually showing up to the games. Looking at a chart of the average attendance of WNBA games since the inception of the league in 1997 will tell you a story of a league that has seen their fair share of good days and bad ones.
Dang, this team was... I'm not even finna try to pronounce the name, bro. You know, I'm gonna try it. No, never mind. It's not even a hard name. It's just my brain ain't working right now.
In 1997, there were only 8 WNBA teams, all with really healthy attendance numbers due to the excitement of a new women's league. The league quickly expanded to 16 teams with a handful of teams emerging as fan favorites, like the Washington Mystics, the Phoenix Mercury, and the LA Sparks. But with a massive league expansion came a nearly equal retraction. Many teams folding along the way, such as the Soul, Fire, Miracle, and Sting. But it wasn't until COVID where the league's once steady fan base was wiped out. In 2020, there were no fans in attendance due to COVID protocols, and when play resumed in 2021, attendance was at an all-time low. A number that has been quickly rising in the few years since the pandemic, but has specifically seen an explosion this season, where for the first time, league attendance was higher than the WNBA's inaugural season. The Indiana Fever seeing the highest attendance numbers in league history, nearly selling.
Caitlin Clark herself is carrying the WNBA viewership, bro. I'm telling you, bro. What the freak, bro? Like, that is amazing, bro. That is amazing. Like, one player is doing this. Like, the other players are getting the viewers up too. Angel Wilson, Angel Reese. People, I know why Angel Reese though. I got cousins at home, boy. They tell me why they watch her games. Freak ass, they freaky. They nasty and freaky.
Pulling out every single home game. In a league where attracting the casual fan has been a seemingly insurmountable task, Caitlin Clark has defied the odds by not only drawing in new fans for her and her team, but rising the tides for the entire league. This is completely unprecedented, at least in the WNBA it is. But there was a time when the NBA was facing similar struggles until a pair of players showed up and changed everything. After the success of the Celtics in the 1960s, the NBA and
who said white man can't
changed
jump,
everything.
Man?
After the success of the Celtics in
he punched on that black man. You know he probably said that word too, nigga.
the 1960s,
stay in your place. You know what you are, you. Hey, no, I can't say that. I can't say that.
60s, the NBA's growth in popularity had come to a grinding halt in the 70s.
I only showing white people highlights, man. Like, show the blacks.
The league had a rampant drug problem. An emerging rival league known as the ABA was picking up steam, and the NBA didn't really have a face to propel the league into the next decade. Jerry West was on his way out. Kareem was incredible, but he didn't really have the personality or charm that fans gravitate towards. Bill Walton's prime was cut short due to injuries, and many fans felt Julius Erving's introduction to the league after leaving the ABA in 1976 was a bit short of what was advertised. Many games were lucky to see even half capacity in attendance. Many teams were losing money. The NBA had fallen to a, quote, second-tier sport behind the NFL, MLB, and NHL. All of this culminating to the point where some networks infamously had NBA Finals games on tape delay in the late 70s due to low ratings. The league was in desperate need of a generational, transcendent superstar. Lucky for them, they got two. Coming off the most popular
Legendary Bird and magical magic man Johnson. What the freak?
popular rivalry in the history of college basketball, Larry
Irvin Johnson
Bird and Magic Johnson propelled the league to new heights in the 80s, transforming the NBA from a second-rate league into a behemoth of sports and entertainment. A tandem that many longtime NBA fans say saved the NBA. Now, this isn't to say Caitlin is the second coming of two of the greatest, most important figures in the history of basketball, but her impact on the sport at such an early stage in her career has reached a level reminiscent of some of the most influential athletes of all time relative to their sport. Because her popularity hasn't just affected her, it has had a cascading effect on players across the entire WNBA. Clark has essentially become the gateway to NBA fandom for many people. They come to witness the phenomenon that she is and end up staying once they see just how awesome the league and its players are. Players around the league are signing groundbreaking endorsement deals. Teams now have their own planes and new facilities. Many WNBA players have become household names, some of the most recognized.
The one we have been talking about. The reason my boy, they don't even watch it for Caitlin Clark. They watch it for her. Bro. These horny niggas, they need to stop it. They need to let it go. They need to let it go.
Recognizable figures in sports today. There is real, genuine discourse about the games and the players right now that exists beyond the diehard fans. Conversations about the WNBA are now no longer about the legitimacy of the league itself, but instead about its players, records.
Hey, but Angel Reeve's a double-double demon. Like, she go out her way to get stat pack for that double-double. You see that play when she missed like 5 or 4 in a row just to get the double-double. I think she needed the point, huh? She needed like 1 point to get that double-double. Like last seconds left. She break, get the rebound, break, get the rebound. Try to force it get that layup though. She don't she hold the record though?
It's being
fire.
Broken, rivalries, the playoffs, title hopes, the draft, and up-and-coming prospects. It's understandable that Caitlin's explosion in popularity has caused a lot of tension. Why is she getting all the attention when there's tons of great players around the league doing great things? The answer to that question? Well, it depends on who you ask. But there's no denying the widespread impact Clark has made on the league in just a single season. For years, players in the WNBA pushed for people to give their talents and their skills and the product a chance. And in record numbers, people finally are. Now, what it took to get them to tune in may not be the most ideal circumstance, where for many casual fans, one player is overshadowing the vast majority of an entire league, but it's 1,000 steps in the right direction. Whether the Caitlin Clark effect will have a lasting impact on the league and retain these new viewers and fans and continue to draw in more in the future is something that only time will tell.
Yeah, I know y'all see that man jumping up and down like that, man. He know nothing really happened. He acting like he just seen LeBron throw it off the backboard and get the windmill dunk. He did not see that.
Shadowing the vast majority of an entire league, but it's
like he just seen Kobe hit a game-winning shot.
1,000 steps in the right direction. Whether the Caitlin Clark effect will have a lasting impact on the league and retain these new viewers and fans.
Nigga threw anything for the house. Nigga threw anything for the house.
And continue to
this jolly ass nigga.
Drawing.
I wish you could see his face. I know he happy in here. He red too.
More in the future is something that only time will tell. But one season in, and she is on a path to being one of the very few truly game-changing athletes of her generation. And yes, she's got all the talent to back it up.
Hey, Caitlin Clark looking like the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie. I still haven't watched a full WNBA game at all, big dog. I'm just not gonna lie. Probably still not. I watched a little bit of her game, then I just left. It's not because it was bad. Because I had to go somewhere. I don't even watch NBA games no more. I just look at the highlights. Or I go watch, what's his name? He changed his time to Discipline or Regret. His name Pat. I go watch him to see him break down the videos, bro. I don't even watch NBA games no more. So you think I'm gonna watch the WNBA game? I wonder when you really can't get pregnant as a WNBA player, cause like, doesn't that just ruin your career? Like you really can't have kids like when you get into WNBA. That's sad. That's actually sad. But stop all that thinking, bro. Thank you, Jamie High Roller, for the amazing video. Can I don't copyright me, please, 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 please. I gave a reaction. I ain't just upload the video and my face right there, the shit right there like these. No, I gave. I hope enough thought. Let me stop you. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Click on one of the videos that's finna pop up like right here. Make sure you keep God number one. I love y'all. Peace.